Hello, hello, hello. I am very much hoping you can hear me. We've been having audio cable issues, or perhaps microphone issues. We're not sure which. I am so very much hoping that they have cleared up. Do let me know if it's crackling as we go on. All better so far. I'm so glad to hear it. Thank you for being patient with me there. I don't know what was happening, but we fully restarted the whole shebang, and we're back. So, I do apologize. You missed, very briefly, in a session I will now probably have to destroy all evidence of. You missed me opening these levers in a certain sequence, which was written here. There you go. There's the sequence, and we got a core thingy out of it. A psi core. And that's all you missed. Otherwise, I was just looking around checking the moon, and then we had, so many issues. What a shame. Thank you for your patience. We are back on track now. Once again, beset by the cackling of Cassiopeia and Compton Boole out here. You too? Do you need me to give you a little privacy? It's so much cackling. So I was in the process of saying, when we were rudely interrupted by my audio demons, that I believe, in order to complete the scavenger hunt, there were 2 of those little mail doors. Goodness, my voice is now going, now that the audio is fixed. 1 second. There we go. We have 2 little mail slot doors that my archetype here can fit into. Hello, sir.
My best friend! What's your name again?
Oh, it's not important. You can just call me my best friend. So, I think we need to slip him into some mail slots back at headquarters. However, I don't think we can get back to headquarters until after we've resolved the issue with Nona's mind. Ford will not leave her now that we've reconnected. So the only unfinished business left to clean up before we jump into Nona's mind via the astrolathe, maybe in previous minds. There is a brain tumbler right here. We could jump back to say, ooh, Dr. Lobato's teeth nightmare, where all of this started. And we would now have the ability to connect to dark thoughts and perhaps get our little papery Raz into nooks and crannies. So let's check just a couple of these. I forget if they have a way of keeping track of
brain tumbler?
which ones you've completed or not.
I'm ready to go to the
Check it out.
collective unconscious.
I so hope the audio does not betray us again here. I do apologize. That seems to be getting, much like everything else in my life, worse and worse as time goes on. Alright. So, that looks like Dr. Lobato's. That looks like Compton's mind. I forget. Maybe Barber Ford. I see some scissors. Maybe it's all of Ford, because there's like scissors, bowling pins, something else. Mail, yes. I completely forget. That could be the casino, perhaps? We have like the greenhouse. That must be Cassie's mind, based on the hairdo. So we have a lot of different options. Let's jump to one and see if there's a way to tell what we have not picked up. Yeah, like there's these little screens. It looks like vaults, luggage tags, perhaps figments. Oh no, those must be nuggets of wisdom and figments. So like on this one, it appears we've gotten all of the nuggets of wisdom somehow, but there are still outstanding emotional baggages, etc. See if there's any that are very close to completion. We got all the vaults in that level. Got nothing in Ford's fractured mind. Vaults there. Alright, we got all the figments from Dr. Lobato's mind. That's so strange. Someone is making a call for nuggets in the chat, and for some reason it was wondering if that was appropriate. I think calling for nuggets is appropriate, yeah. I'm going to allow it. Hello, hello. It is so nice to see you guys. Oh yes, you forgot a G, and so AutoMod got upset. So we will jump back in here. However, before we jump back in here, I've prepared so many technical difficulties to get through. I have prepared a small breakfast for myself, for the first time in ages, which was sent to me from across the sea. And I need to try it first, because inside Lobato's labyrinth is a nightmare of teeth. And I'm not going to eat during the nightmare of teeth. No, that's not how this works. So I have to fetch these boxes. You saw me take a sip of my tea earlier, which is this. Let me try to position it thusly. Are you positioned thusly? To the point where the Cyrillic alphabet appears to thine eyes? Nope, it's too glary, but it's ginger tart tea. Like a raspberry ginger sort of, if you have a cold, do enjoy this sort of thing. Pardon my luscious forest of chest hair, that got a little too close to the camera. And this is the other aspect of it, which I may or may not be holding upside down. And I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce either. A Belyov pastilla with cinnamon. I'm very likely pronouncing this wrong. So, I have a cup of that delightful ginger tart. And it's fantastic. Notes of the fresh raspberry remain. And then here is my little pastilla, my cinnamon-flavored confectionery. I have made it into slices. It has a very thick, like a date cake sort of consistency. It's very nice. It reminds me of, if you've had such a thing, a fig Newton sort of consistency. It's got that chew to it, very, very thick pastry. So, before we get into the teeth, I just had to mention those things. Very, very grateful for the kindness from across the sea. I hope that this may be found in future. One other aspect of it, if you guys are curious, which I thought was cool, is this little burlap sack. Like you would pull out of a pirate's secret barrel of things. And it has this fantastic little switchy thing. It's so dark in here, you can barely see the switchy thing. The clasp, whatever it's called. And inside, there's a little thing. Wrapped in leather. And you pop the little wooden handle out the top, as if you're about to extend a telescope, but there's no telescope here. You also realize you're quite weak and malnourished. And inside, there are some luscious little asymmetrical dice that I hope I'm at the right angle to see. Come on, angle, catch up with me. Some asymmetrical dice that are made out of, bone. Oh, it's just bones and nothing else. Well, there's some other things, but... So, those are all of my treats from across the sea for this session. I'm gonna have to start like a running series of treats from across the sea at this point. So, finally, let's get into Lobato's Labyrinth. I've rambled on. Yes, I will have to share a better picture on Instagram. That angle did not work for the dice. I do apologize.
Let's see what I can find.
So, we can probably make use of our little fast travel friends here. I don't know where exactly.
My little friend is back. Good to see you, buddy. I might need some help getting around this mine.
I wasn't sure if he was talking about that or not, but yeah, that's the old sound of friendship. So where might a memory vault and everything else but figments be hiding here? I'm assuming we might see some of those dark thoughts. Let's just peek around a bit. And I'll probably need pyrokinesis equipped for the good doctor. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. There we go.
I'll take this nugget.
It's a nugget of wisdom right off the bat.
Yep.
I don't know if there's any way to, like a pin or an upgrade I didn't see that would point out uncollected collectibles. I should probably jump back here. I have more intern credits available, finally. What are we still in desperate need of? Those are all just combat helps, not really something I need. That would help me in boss battles that require clairvoyance. Who knows how many of those are left. Larger area. That might be useful. I'm not sure if there's ever going to come a time where there's like 2 rotating fan blades that require me to stop both of them at once in order to solve a puzzle. If so, we should be able to jump back anytime. Take twice as much damage, so it's like I think we've gotten all the utility upgrades, for lack of a better word. We don't really need the combat upgrades as badly. Aha, Lobato's Labyrinth. Perfect! This is exactly what I was looking for. So there's one more memory vault. I just need to find a lot of the baggage. I have 3 tags that went completely unused, but we do have Steamer Trunk, it looks like, who was completely unclaimed. All figments gone, 1 nugget of wisdom left, 1 memory vault. Perfect. Let's look around. How was it that you first left this area? It was so long ago. Alright, some paths aren't connected in this brain anymore. Fair enough. The world has changed. The teeth mutated, and now we have to go the long way around. But it turns out it's actually the short way. Alright. Is this the conference room? Is that what this is?
Could you give me a
I don't know. The dental void, the trash can, poster gallery, asylum, or all the way back. Alright, let's jump here, see if this is not us. What a way to travel.
That always makes me
Do pardon me for one moment. Alright, so conference room is a new area. Pardon my chewing. I should not be doing that right in the camera. Or right in the microphone. There you are, sir. Very nice to know those luggage tags stay between visits in and out of the collective unconscious. Always fun to be back. The level design of this one in particular is very impressive to me. Horrifying. Very impressive. So I could be missing any number of side paths. I am not seeing any dark thoughts. That's what I'm most expecting to find. Because we did not have that power until a good 6 or 7 mines in. Alright, we can't get out the teeth. Let's return to our friend. Thank you for indulging me on a little backtracking here. We probably won't do all of these, but just enough to grab some extra upgrade materials
Hey,
and
little
get the
buddy,
general feel
I need
for
to get
it.
somewhere quick.
Alright. Maybe it will continue to do that. That would be great. I love that little all collected check mark.
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
Let's check if the conference room has something similar. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, we'll just work through them. Ah, Tim Schafer, you... I don't know if it was you specifically, but thank you guys. So that should make backtracking quite a fun proposal, actually. There's one of those thoughts we couldn't reach. That should get us to steamer trunk tag. We'll see if we can then find him. Alright, I should probably go around. I shouldn't risk dropping down from here. I see some doubts on the horizon. Creeping in. And they're gone. Oh, well, I got a little bit of that. That's all I needed. Okay, not seeing anything else on the hideous island of teeth. Good, good. So close. And yet... Alright, here we go. Stay extended. Oh, thank you. So we'll be headed down the hole. Let's go this way now.
Here's the steamer trunk tag.
Beautiful. I don't know if I now need to go back to the fast travel guy. Is the steamer trunk in a different area? Let's check down the hole in the sink, just in case. Also curious what's inside this thimble. The camera tells me nothing. Nothing at all. Alright. Probably worth checking the whole length of it. Oh. Alright. No Mary Poppins. I remember that from last time. Just jump it. No Mary Poppins. Feels like you have to go real fast through here, but we're checking for collectibles. In every horrifying nook and cranny. Steamer? Where'd you go, buddy?
I think I hear something.
Memory vaults. It is Steamer. Hey, how are you? Right up after I finished beating your friend. The Psychonauts ruin everything. You found a link to Peter's Discord. How dare you? Revealing the Discord link at a time like this? Welcome. Alright, Psychonauts ruin everything. One moment, let me wet my whistle. I was going to whistle to complete the joke, but that would be right in your ear. That's not... no. Alright, Beardy Zanotto is all unconscious. They began to work on his sexy teeth with fish assistance. Yeah, I think I remember that from the first game. All of a sudden, punk boy Raz comes in with his anarchist spike boots and his angry eyebrows, just ruining everything. He had a whole army of campers that he had corrupted and made them believe that the man was the problem. He would just burst in shouting, "You suck," graffiti everywhere, beating up the fish attendants. They didn't do anything. They were just handing him, like, scalpels and stuff. He was trying to take a relaxing bubble bath when finally the beast, the absolute a-hole Rasputin, found him mid-bath and just taunted his knees for being so stick-thin. Stick-thin knee taunting, that's what he got. And nobody deserves that, not even the worst of villains. Kicked the roof clean off his house. Just what a... It's not fair that he gets... It's not fair. I'm sorry that he thinks that's how it happened in his mind. But yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. I jumped in and ruined everything with my punk spike boots. Okay, so where is a fancy teleporter? Let's check how we're doing on this level. Have we picked up 2 things? Still got stuff in the trash can. Alright, we'll keep checking then. I should have gone for it, but I chickened out twice, and you know how that goes. No. No, but to what you're doing. Not seeing anything on this island. Perhaps there is something up there for us. Double checking all the terrifying tooth plateaus. Oh. Ah, how distasteful. Mouth bones. Ugh. No, I'm Mary Poppinsing. Don't weight me down now with your sick regrets. Where are you hiding, last thing? Reveal yourself to me, lest I become upset. It's not fair. It's not fair to put that kind of pressure on others. You're the only one in charge of whether or not you get upset. Well, most of the time. It's not entirely true. Okay, is this a dead end, or am I forgetting something? Because it looks like you can go higher. I must be forgetting something. Maybe there was a cutscene that took you up last time. I do not remember. It does seem like there's still something to collect in here, based off of our fast travel friend, and I would think it's up here since we've gone everywhere else. So how do you get up there? I'm not seeing any connections. Strange. It must be something very obvious, or it was just a cutscene. Let me jump back to this guy real quick. I don't think we collected anything else. Ah, should have known. I don't think we collected anything else on the way here that would have finished it in the meantime. So I'm a little worried that we have to get up there, but let's see if we can fast travel our way up there and skirt it. Should have just stayed on that one at that point. Alright. Hello again, my friend. We've already gone that way. We got 2 things. It's also like the only one left, but this must not be that. It's like you must just not get to see the one you are in. is what keeps confusing me.
Thanks, buddy. Hey,
So
little
now
buddy.
let's check if the
I
one
need to
we
get
were
somewhere
just
quick.
at, which I'm assuming, no, it wasn't Dental Void. I don't know which one that is. Weird. Alright, we still have Poster Gallery I need to watch out for. We know there's something in here, since it is not checked. Just out of curiosity. No? Alright, heading up here. I forgot the teeth zippers. Oh, I blissfully forgot the teeth zippers. Lovely. I can't believe I missed that one earlier. Must have been something attacking me. A bout of forgetfulness, no doubt. Alright, is that it?
May I trouble
Must be
you
it.
for a bubble?
Try to head to Poster Gallery. Zipper of teeth. Why?
Thanks for the ride.
Why? Thank you for stopping by. Alright, I think we already got all of those as part of the original investigation. Let me see what I might have missed here. And then we're almost done with the teeth, I do promise. That was close. Ooh. Veneers for all. Thank you, Manatee. Manatee of veneers. Alright, should be fine in there. How about back here? Huh.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
Hat box. Perfect. Alright, anything else in your secret chamber, sir? No? So that might be all. We can check out another fast travel guy, but while we're down here, we may as well keep looking. Don't think I could fit behind any of those. Oh no, not the bubble. Oh. Wrong power. I would like to check that poster. Teeth! Because it could be big enough to hide a passage. I don't think any of the other ones could have. Oh, no standing. Fair enough.
What's that
I think
sound?
it's fine. There's Miss Purse. Hello, my love. Oh. Heartbreaking.
All of Lobato's emotional baggage is now sorted. Maybe
Perfect.
he'll
That
be
was all the
better
baggage.
now?
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be fine now. Slow and steady. That's the way I like it. Okay, so is that everything in this area? It appears to be. Yeah. That's for Ace back here. Let's see how we're doing on our check marks. Where'd you go, little friend? There he
Could you
is.
give me a lift?
All right. So we got both the bears. I think we can actually check with this. Figments, nuggets, memories, emotional baggage. He's all good. He's done. Back to the
Hey,
collective
little buddy,
unconscious.
I need to get somewhere
So
quick.
that, and I'm sorry to level as an example, and oh, I lost so many viewers. That is how cleaning up the collective unconscious would go now that I have all of my upgrades. So we could do that with other levels as well. Levels that are, rather more pleasant to look at. In fact, one more would be kind of nice. We have vaults there. We have nuggets there. Let's go back to Cassie. What say you? And then, I promise, we will jump into the astrolabe here with Nona. Just trying to extend it a bit. I know I'll have to run around collecting some of these myself, but I wanted to include a little bit of that process in the main streaming sessions.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
Areas we're looking at here. Deep inside Teacher. We won't go back there. We're all done. Good. Waterfront we need. That appears to be it. I should have looked around there first, though. Foolish.
Got a
Oh,
little
no
bubble juice
problem.
in my nose that time.
Welcome back. Work stuff always takes precedence. Alright, so yes, there are many figments I missed out here. I'm remembering why we didn't get these figments now. Because they're in uncomfortable locations that require platforming ability. Does anyone out there have any platforming ability? Oh, that sure would be nice.
Yep.
Oh, just barely. No, not the water. Not the delicious water. Get back here, you. Alright, well now we're going all the way around. Going all the way around the horn. Gives us a good chance to check for other missed figments. But it looks like we just have two. Two more on the boats.
I think I hear something.
Let go of that, and hello. Here we are. Teeth don't bother you unless they're in a black box with a heart. It's so sweet. So sweet of them to provide the heart in there. And yes, double extra points for a White Vault reference. I did not make it, but we got what we wanted anyway. There we are. That should be the last boat figment. Quick sanity check there. And what else are we still missing? That is not a figment. Ah, yeah, there was that one. I remember missing that one at that book. Alright. What a shame to have to remember my incompetence. Let's head back there. Alright, so we'll get off at those fish. I will need mental connection. Already equipped. And we can't miss this time. If we miss, you have to go all the way back. We have to fast travel all the way back to the start. So more accurately, you can miss, but just don't land it. Don't you dare. Probably could have made that, but we'll wait. Alright, so I just need those ABs. Gimme, gimme. First try, no mistakes. Drip, 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 like pressure there. Just won't stop. Just barely. I almost missed, really. I did. I almost missed. Oh, okay. We're back down. That was fun. It was fun while it lasted. There we go. So I think I can just rail back. I am not seeing any other figments, so I'd like to check one of our fast travel guys to see how the checklist appears. Don't fail me now, eyes. Yeah, I'm sure not seeing anything. Let's check him. Quite a sound that makes.
Meow.
And meow to you,
Could you give me
sir.
a lift?
Alright, so so there is something in the librarian's desk. Let's jump back there. Maybe that's where we started, that I should have looked around first. And while we're here, we'll check the waterfront. There is still stuff at the waterfront. Okay, fair enough. We must be missing a vault or something there. We'll head back. I hear luggage there, and we have an easy mist figment. Well, it's not easy to get, but it's shamefully obvious. Alright, what is the way up there? I think I have to go across the chandelier, if memory serves. Yeah. Which means... over here. Oh, that's very quick. Alright, never mind. Really? Oh yeah, because of the time bubble. Yeah, I remember now. It's amazing how quickly you can forget how to make it through simple things in a level. It's like we played this, a week ago, let's say. Alright, so I can jump down there, I can get luggage, or suitcase, and that figment. We'll check if those are the only two. I could probably make it without... Ah, I'm so sorry, doing an audio thing again. One moment. Let's try this. I'm very sorry. Is that any better? Never mean to grate against your ears. It's like the game audio is skipping. I'm so sorry. What a day. What a day for technical difficulties. Alright, so I'll probably need to leave this area in order to actually see if there is stuff remaining.
I need to get somewhere quick.
So sorry. Yeah, let me know if it keeps coming back. I can just forget about today and we'll try again another time. I'm so sorry. Never want it to be a chore to listen to. Thank you guys for the warning there. Alright, so I do immediately see a figment I missed right there. Something red on that treehouse island. How would we get over there? Are you supposed to jump from the thing? That doesn't sound right. How? I'm not saying any... I'm not seeing any dark thoughts. That's the only way I could think you would get over there. Let me try jumping up here just to make sure we're not missing something. Not that way. I don't think you could just glide across from here. Truly seems like the only way that's makeable is if you had like a grappling hook connection. I don't have a grappling hook connection that I can see. So let's go check. Maybe the only way to do it is to get some speed off of that pipe and... Oh, just cross your fingers and toes. So we'll have to go across the boats. Fair enough. And then up and around there, right? I could probably just jump back onto a boat then. think this is the way. We'll see. Ah, I'm all splattered with ink now. Just like Alan Wake's nightmares. Join me, too.
Here I go!
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me!
He got stuck up on his rolled-up corpse from my first try.
Work.
I tried to summon him, and then I went, nah, forget about it. And then he got stuck on that. Okay, not seeing anything inside here. It's always so funny to be accompanied by him. This is the only way I think this could work, but it's kind of a tall order in terms of jump distance. And it's not tremendously easy to get back up here if I miss the first, oh, let's say 3 times. Here we go. Get some nice speed. Nope, you cannot get off of the rail. That is weird.
Hey, seen any evidence around here?
Nope.
I
If
might
did,
need to, like, look
I'd
that one
remember.
up. I have no
I'm an
clue
elephant.
how you'd get
I
over there.
noticed
Notice what?
that you're an elephant.
Yeah, I am. What about it?
If there isn't, like, a pilotable boat, there would be nothing to climb, even if there was. You have to come in from above. That is definitely a figment, sitting right there. Though, hilariously, it looks like it's a red herring. Are you...
Yep.
So, I don't know what to believe.
Wow.
I would have no
This
clue how
carving
to get
is
over there.
Beautiful.
And there's really not a way
We
to
would have
jump
done
off
more,
that pipe.
but we got full.
Let's see. Quick bit of cheating. I do apologize for this. I'm gonna say waterfront red figment. Needs an N in there, otherwise it just sounds weird. I don't know if that's the same place I'm looking at. I need more information. Is it the same place I'm looking at? No, this is too much information. I need less information now. I don't see anything quick. There is some talk of a red figment. Why do I always want to say fragment? And then maybe a memory vault is in there too. But it says just jump from the top and get there. It's like, okay. Yeah, okay. So that one's a bit weird. Is he... There he is. I lost my little fast travel guy.
Could you give me a lift?
So we know there's something in the waterfront. We know there's still something in Librarian's desk. It wasn't just these two. We'll keep bouncing between them until we come up with something.
That always makes me a little dizzy.
Alright, so I can't get into that room with my archetype. Maybe I've left something out there. I'm not seeing anything higher up here. Though we will be back. That one is for the chandelier to raise me. I don't need it until I'm on the second level, so let's start at literature lane, and then we'll jump over to the children's corner. If there doesn't seem to be anything in here.
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece.
Got it! Easy squeezy! Sure. You just take it easy, big guy.
I think we have a vault, at least, if not 2 vaults in here. So I'm keeping my eye out for those, but I'm sure not seeing anything moving for sure. There's a figment. Alright. We got something. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope you have a good sleep there. Alright. Where do I need to be? Probably need to time bubble that, jump across. Almost there.
See you later.
Bye! And... Alright, so we went into the book to resolve something in her mind, and then we just didn't go back this way, like a fool would do. So that's something. Looks like I'm still missing 2 figments up there. I can now finally see. I forget that's back there because it's right behind my broadcast bar. So maybe in Children's Corner. Let's go check. Seems pretty cleared out in here. Well, the spider web makes me wonder. Alright, welcome back.
I'm only a clone. Is that a penny over there?
It's my favorite thing he says when he appears. I'm only a clone of an ugly person.
Look, over there. These things are murder on my back.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't even know you had a back.
Hey, what's that over there?
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Alright, what am I missing in here? Oh, children! Show me your corner. No, wait. That didn't come out right at all.
Woo, I'm an airplane.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, sir. It's not my intention. I'm sure not seeing anything in here. Aha, there's a mail slot, though. Perfect. I think that might be the first one we'll actually... Just in time. The first one we'll actually get to use.
Yep.
Here we go. Alright, little friend. Let's do this.
Doody-doo.
Yes,
I
I believe
think
in you.
if I use projection on this door, my archetype would go in there.
Alright, perfect. We got brains. Let's check how we're doing. Cassie's collection. Still missing 2 figments, 1 nugget of wisdom, and we have the tags, but we need to find the luggage, 2 of them, and 1 memory vault. Almost got her sewn up here. I don't remember if there's anything in the books. Like, is it possible for figments to be in books? While we're here, I'd better check. I'm guessing not. Guess there were figments in books, weren't there? Yeah. So it's like, it's possible I missed. There's one there. I didn't know how to get it, though. That's an awfully long jump for someone who has no more powers, and in fact, fewer powers when 2-dimensional. Like, I can't even ball levitate.
Yep.
So unless these count as dark thoughts, I'm in trouble here. How do you want me to get that? Do I have to jump off the previous page? Or the next page, I mean. There we are. Alright. So yes, it would behoove me to check the books, as I've likely missed several. However, there's only one left now. Oh, I forgot there were worlds within worlds inside of the books, too. Okay, that complicates it a bit. Let's check in here. Hey guys, can I get in there with the Mr. Half-Skin Man and you? Is that cool? Do you mind? Sorry, I shot you in the face. That wasn't my intention.
Oh, not this again! What's that?
Ah, not this again!
Easy squeeze.
Existence! Ah, what a nightmare.
I have to do all the hard work.
Don't you just love books?
Hello, Half-Skin Man.
They're delicious.
I love you. Quick check up here, just because I didn't even. I didn't even. Eh.
Woo! I'm an airplane! No.
Oh, how exciting.
What? No offense. They're protected by that enabler.
No.
Yep. Hey! How dare you kill my archetype?
No.
How dare you?
I can't do anything until I get rid of that enabler.
No.
Stupid.
Alright, come on now.
Sorry, but
There you go.
I just can't handle your energy right now.
Gotta break a few eggs if you want to build Rome in a day.
Get back here, you.
I appreciate the positivity, but this enabler is not doing anybody any real no more problems.
There we go.
Man,
Ready? Enjoy. Aw, round 2, and after I had it so good. That's beefy. Stay away from that in the future.
enabler's making it impossible to do any damage.
Alright. You there.
I can't
Rats.
do anything until I get rid of that enabler. Oh, now it's a fair fight. Say nice things.
Okay.
Happy first. That
Nobody's got
enabler
protection
just
now. Including me. It's an important part of it. More. An endless supply of beefcake in here. Speaking of beefcake, Okay.
Hey, handsome.
There we go. How exciting. It looks like there's something sparkling back there. I don't know what that would be, or if it's important. I don't think I can get to the upper level from this side. Not in a way that I'm remembering, and I'm not seeing anything grabbable. Let's do a thorough search, just in case. I believe in you. I believe. There's some... There we go. That's the one. I could never quite figure out. There's a bouncy ball technique that gives you extra height there. And and I keep failing to do it completely. Alright, I'm definitely not seeing anything over here. Sorry for my camera angles of seasickness. Let's go through this. We'll consider it good. Welcome back.
You sure you want to do that?
I am. I'm positive. Oh, so close.
No!
Sorry, I got on the wrong
Another
side.
day, another dollar.
Here we go. See if this gets us out. We only need that one more figment, and I'm kind of thinking it has to be the one at the waterfront. So I don't know what I'm looking for in books. We get our brain, I think. So we should be ready on that front. Whee! Love those. Okay, so. Just a figment, 1 nugget of wisdom, 1 memory, 2 emotional baggages. We have a lot to find here.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Yeah, okay. Let's check Children's Corner, but then I won't hold you up too much longer here. We'll head back to the astrolabe.
Thanks for the ride.
Just see if there's anything real easy to find.
So glad you're here. I'm going to stand over here right now. These things are murder on my back.
We did go into Children's Corner, didn't we? That's where we were. Alright, fair enough. Then we're ready to go back to the collective unconscious. So sorry. I got myself turned around. Oh, jeez, barely. Thank you for that. Alright, so we have a couple of leads. We'll come back to Cassie's.
For a bubble?
I don't even know if I need to do this. I could probably just smelling salts myself. Out to the real world. If that's where we're headed. Which would be exit brain. Lovely. I love the mechanics of this game so much. So, just to get a hint of story progress before we finish here, let's jump on into the astrolabe. Oh, I may need to... Okay, good.
Okay. I have a feeling I'm about to get into some heavy business. Am I sure I'm ready for this?
I should check the automatic machine first.
Maybe I should make sure I'm really
The only
prepared
reason they're
first.
really giving you that is like, spend your intern credits, buy your upgrades. You have a machine right
Some
here.
brand new items here.
We still don't have enough cards, but we do have 1 core. Does that mean I can combine? No. I just have a core. Right. I'll need 2 more cards. Nothing I really want there. And... the problem with pins is like there's stuff that would be nice. I only have 3 slots, as far as I know. And I'm already using magnetism, petting animals, telekinesis, and chain gain, I think. So it's like the ones that I really need and have enjoyed using are already equipped. Sans telekinesis to pet your furry forest friends, which just makes my heart happy, but has no combat use
Psychic.
whatsoever. So I could get some health, but I'm kind of hoping it would give me health regardless at some point. It is very foolish to jump in there with no health, though. Remember if there's anything here that gives you health. Seagulls? Do seagulls give you health? Ouch. Silly me, I've taken more away. Alright, so could be incredibly foolish. Let's see if we can find some health items inside the astrolabe.
Okay, I have a feeling I'm about to get into some heavy business. Am I sure I'm ready for this?
I am. All ranked up and ready.
I'm ready. For whatever might happen.
Well, yeah, let's call it that. Thank you guys for bearing with me there. Through a little collecting.
Took you long enough.
It still works.
I know, right?
Of course it still works. Otto over-engineers everything.
Cruller, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
Otto, you're looking well fed.
Lord, you sound like your old self.
Well, some things are clear to me now that weren't before. But come on, there's a lot to be done.
It's so nice seeing the band back together again. The
Ford!
recurring theme
Ford,
of
is it really you?
resolving
Cassie!
all of their minds.
Compton!
And Bob. I'm happy to see all of you again.
What's Nick from the mailroom doing here?
That's actually Helmet Fullbear's brain in Nick's body.
Let me explain.
I do love making a grand entrance.
Sounds like Full Bear.
He's in there, all right. But where have you been?
You don't want to know that.
I've missed you so much, Big Bear.
I never thought I'd see everybody together again.
Well,
Just in the
almost
void of
everybody.
nothingness. Losing all sense of self.
Hey, I remember this place. We used to sneak in here,
There's one band member left.
fool around on the beanbags, remember?
Oh, I remember, Nona. No, I wasn't here for that. Oh. That's so nice. Yeah. Comfy? Here we go.
Everybody ready? Now, this hunk of junk was made by Auto Mentalis. So, there's no telling what might happen.
Oh, what can I say? I was underfunded back then.
But if everything goes well, we might be able to have our dear friend Lucretia back in the circle.
If you'd have told Raz 6 months ago
Now,
that this
you
would be
ready?
his life,
Kind
oh,
of. Me too,
I'm
kid.
so proud of him. You ready? Kind of! In we go. Spacious in here. Nona, I love what you've done with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to present to you the high-flying, death-defying,
We're back at the circus.
ironically named
It always ends at the circus.
Aquato Family Circus. Augustus, Donatella, Dion, Fraser,
Gorgeous.
Rasputin, Murtala,
That's me.
and little baby Creepy. And the most important member of the family, one who's been here the whole time. Nona Quatto, right where she belongs, in the heart of her family.
But does she?
What is this?
It's a mental construct I made for Lucy to convince her that she was your grandmother and that she lived with you.
Such a nice
Come on,
nice
it's time to
construct,
get her
and yet
outta
it's
here.
so damaging. Do I have that ability? I do.
Ew.
What did you step in?
I don't know. It looks like a puddle of goo
It was creepy, wasn't it?
with a mask of me in it.
Oh,
Has anyone seen my brother? He was just standing here a second ago.
hey, it's
Ah.
me. It's
Here
Raz.
he is.
Oh, well, come on, Raz. It's showtime.
I'm a
Better play
murderer.
along with this, Raz. We don't want to upset the construct until we have control of the situation.
I've
I'll
spent
work on
many
Nona.
decades not upsetting the construct, Ford. Maybe it's time to upset the construct a little. But first, we start with Figment's absolutely no diving. If I catch you diving, well, that's 2 spankings and a third. So, don't be diving.
I'm supposed to
You guys
do my
okay?
weightlifting.
Doesn't seem safe. Hey, I got it. The carousel of chaos, indeed.
Aw, the ride's over. Let's do it again. Time for my amazing shoe strikes.
2 full maraschino cherries.
Job Rasputin.
You're welcome, Nona. Alright. Chaotic figments achieved. Queepy, you are
Step right
bursting
up to
with
those
strength.
heel of endangerment,
You're welcome.
And behold
That's
the
not
daring
stop it.
Father
I hope it
Donatille
happens
of
again.
Crazy and
That was fun.
Augustus
Alright, so we're gonna go that way.
One
Anything
will
else here?
live, one
Nope.
will die. Maybe.
Alright.
Who knows? Only one way to find out. Can Donatella balance her duties as a mother
There's a
with the
bunch of
demands
stuff
the
I've
circus?
missed down
Join
here.
her at the Razorback Arena and witness this incredible balancing act in person.
But while I'm up here, I may as well take full advantage.
I'll take this nugget.
Round and round the wheel goes. Will Frazee kill her papa? No one knows.
Doesn't look like I'm supposed to make it over there. I can probably climb up that ladder, so let's jump down and grab this. Woo! Nothing there. Hi.
Donatella's favorite son. I predict it's whichever one successfully completes the nearly impossible balancing course.
Oh, didn't expect to die instantly there. Should have. Up and again. Okay, I'm clearly not seeing.
The only thing
What I think
sadder
I'm
than
seeing.
a child stabbing their parent is when it happens without an audience. Don't let this
There you go.
sacrifice be for nothing.
Oh, he looks so sad. Stuck under the bleachers, no good tickets.
They say this
There's a
balance
memory.
act is impossible,
Let's get it.
foolhardy, and quite entertaining. Come see for yourself right now at the Razorback Arena.
Yeah, where you gonna run now? The deluge of Grulovia. God, that's fun to say. Help us. Down with the Tsar. Feed the people. Stop itch. Look at them. They are so itchy. What are we to do, Lucretia? I will send a cooling rain to help soothe their itch, she said. But oh, the soothing rain, it just made the rashes worse. Soon the entire city was scratching and scratching. Also, they were destroyed in a massive flood. Sort of secondary to the itching was the flood. Oh, Lucretia, no. was never the same after that day. Not after drowning in the deluge of Grulovia.
Step right up to those
Such a tragedy.
wheel of endangerment and behold the daring father-daughter team of Frazee and Augustus Aquato.
I love the little animations.
One will
Fantastic.
die.
Hey, Fleaford, how goes the show?
Well, there's a little hold-up with our knife-throwing extravaganza, but I'm sure they'll get it sorted out soon. There's still time to catch Donatella and her amazing balancing ball routine.
I will.
Did you see Queepy lift those weights? It's like he got all of the muscles in the family. Still plenty of show to enjoy, my lad. Can Donatella balance
The way you
duties
said
as
that
a
made me
mother
feel
with the demands of the
very in
service?
danger all of a
Join
sudden.
her at the Razorback
My
Arena
lad.
And witness this incredible balancing act in person. Who was Donatella's favorite son? I predict it's whichever one.
Alright, so that'll take me to the wheel of endangerment.
Impossible balancing
I should
course.
probably jump on there while I can, but I'm still missing so many figments. Here we go.
Be a big girl.
Popcorn. Get your hastily illustrated popcorn here.
Make a mistake, Frazee.
Papa, your leg!
Now pick up a knife.
Alright, need me to just... Should I just...
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Raz?
No, I don't at all. Do I aim straight down the middle, or do I... to the side then?
Frazee?
Yeah, maybe to the side.
Cut off one of Dad's legs? I will beat you with it.
Come on now. The fans are waiting. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's the decision.
Kill Dad, Raz!
Hooray! That was fun.
You did it, my boy. You're my favorite son now.
Wait, what was that?
All I've ever wanted to hear.
Dad tells it like
A little unfair of you to put it in the game, really.
Throw knives at Dad.
Not the most functional family. But at least they're all alive.
They're moderately functional. Come on. They're mine. More importantly. Let's jump this way.
They say this balancing act is impossible, foolhardy, and quite entertaining.
Alright, we'll have to
Come see
go
for
around for
yourself
that
right
one.
now at the Razorback Arena.
Nothing up. So let me finish off these bleachers real quick.
Can Donatella balance her duties as a mother with the demands of the circus? Join her at the Razorback Arena and witness
like
this
a
incredible balancing
Advertisement
act in
for the circus? Can she balance her duties as a mother with her duties in the circus? Come down and see. It's
Up on the ball.
a horrible way to advertise.
You're holding up the show.
Hi, can I help?
Don't be afraid, Ross. Yeah, come on, chicken.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it.
If you fall, I get to punch you in the arm.
If I don't fall, I'll punch you, well, somewhere else, not the arm.
Knew it.
Okay, you get to punch me in the arm. Fine.
You got this.
Alright.
There
Patience.
goes the circus.
Just pretend it's all cheese. It's very easy to navigate on cheese. Don't worry.
Towards me, dummy.
It's very soft and spongy and forgiving. It's just cheese is all. It's only cheese.
Yes!
That's my boy.
I used my mind
Finally.
to make the ball jump. I'm psychic in that way.
Well, that's
I really don't
something we
know.
don't need to worry about
Maybe
anymore.
physics? I don't know.
Okay, all the children are safe. No, I will show
Forgot to get
you
that figment. Rats.
my little secret. Come with me to the high dive.
Sounds excruciating. Let's do it. Alright, so first things first, let's go grab this. Ooh. Nona, you look surprisingly Gollum-esque in this light. I don't mean for that to offend you. Oh, this isn't the right one at all. No, no, no. Not the right one at all. Or is it? They just, like, changed it. There was a ladder that took me up to a single collectible figment. I think that's the ladder, and it is now different. Okay. Maybe I get it on the way down. Probably I've just missed my opportunity and full of sad. But oh well. Yeah, 'cause I can't, like, stand on that thread, so I wouldn't even be able to get close to it. Oh well. Hopefully they'll give me another opportunity.
Where? Nona, what are you doing?
Getting out of here, and you're coming with me.
Nona! Oh no!
Alright. There are some things back here. Let's see if we can go take advantage.
Yep. Suitcase tag. Gotcha.
Alright. I don't suppose there's anything stopping me from jumping down from here and getting it. Other than the long climb back, I mean. Yeah. Alright, long climb back, but then we won't have to worry about it again. Alright, Nona. Show me where you're trying to lead me, and the desperately painful emotional secrets that lie within.
What am I doing?
Ah. Ford, about those pants
Ford?
you promised me.
Our circus didn't have a quilting area.
I didn't make this. I created that two-bit flea circus to make Lucy forget who she was.
There is fall
It
damage,
looks like
yeah.
she escaped.
Regrettably for my small knees.
Crowley Stinky Dam is over this way.
Wow. Guess you learn a thing or two when you live with fleas.
It's very impressive. Can I, maybe, could I have some of that? What a wonderful world we've found ourselves in now. Skein upon skein of glorious nature. I love it.
Here's the steamer trunk tag.
Is that just an actual dam made out of emotional baggage? It's nothing but emotional baggage. Okay, that's gonna hurt when it unfurls all over me. Oh, it's so cute. So cute and luscious. I want to live here. I want to live here and be cute and luscious. Memories. I see you. Saucy, spankable memories. Nona's call for help. The tears. They wet her boots. Inside of herself, deep, deep inside, she could still feel Lucretia, urgent and in pain. She knew with all of her might that she was Rasputin's grandmother, but every time she looked at him, he looked so strange. So spindly and strange, she thought, I couldn't possibly be his grandmother. No, this is weird. She tried to ask the bearded lady about it, but the bearded lady was very unhelpful in her quest for knowledge. Everybody just wanted to get more flexible and, perform for tips. It's very, very disturbing. Is that Truman Zanotto? I wonder. The bearded lady? Or is this Truman Zanotto? And no relation. Because I remember from the very first Psychonauts, 16 years ago, in my child mind, we never knew who this guy was. We saw in Rasputin's memory that he got a pamphlet from a coated, mustachioed stranger, and we didn't know who that was. I'm still not sure who it is, but I think they're trying to tell us. It was Nona. It was Nona all along. She started our journey at Psychic Summer Camp 16 years ago, which was also like several days ago for Raz. And that is how she called for help. She called me. And here I am. Nona, you genius. It all worked out just like you planned. We're gonna set this right. We got it. So it's over now. It's finally over.
I'll take this nugget.
I thought that would go on forever. I would just have to get higher and higher.
What's this?
Am I your
It's Lucy and your father.
special
Well,
boy?
This must be one of the first real memories she formed after the astrolabe procedure.
My father is your
Your
special
father
boy.
was put into an orphanage after his parents were drowned. I locked Maligula away, deep in Lucy's mind, to make Lucy herself again. But then I got your father out of that orphanage, buried some of his more traumatic memories, and brought him to her.
Why?
Well, they were both all alone in the
It
world.
broke it
The only
temporarily. I'm so
family
sorry.
their other had left.
Is it okay
Nice
again
little
now?
little Gussie. Let's keep moving.
Wait!
Oh, the mic screamed in delight. I'm so sorry. That was not my intention. Created a feedback situation. So it's remarkably kind, in a sense. I do hope the audio is fine. I will press forward. It's remarkably kind, in a sense, that Ford Cruller took a orphan of Grulovia who had lost his parents, nothing that could be done to save them, and provided him with a new mother, and simultaneously provided Lucy with a cover to keep the Maligula at bay. But it's so very hurtful, and my entire life is a lie, like the choices Ford made in that moment are now generationally locked in. And that's where it becomes a little uncool and a little unfair. I hate to destroy good yarn work, but there's an implication here. I hate to destroy good yarn work. Good. Oh, fancy. Let's pop this in. Alright. Anything else? Nope. I love this place. It's so bright and pleasing. Oh, I should have run right into that ball, and then it would have bounced me. Darn it. I jumped at the end. Let's try this again. Yay! Oh, but that regret. That's how they get you. Die, regret. I beg of you. Alright, one final time. Finally, some health items. That's good. Let's try this. with no regrets lingering in the air. Lovely. Okay, nothing hiding in the trees that I can see. Okay, what does this do? Shortcut back? Not sure why I'd need that. I have a ball at the end of this now. Let's try hitting it. Though I think we did. Perfect. And this one. Lovely. Thank you, Regrets, for not getting in my way that time. Okay, check back here. This seems a little deep, but not traversable. Okay. How about this? Just a little shortcut. Not sure why they're providing me so many easy ways to get back up. Yes? Oh, I'm full. I've been so used to being malnourished. I couldn't imagine not needing the health. Alright. I'm sure this just does exactly as advertised. Yep. Want me to hover it. So close.
This would be a sweet picture.
Oh, so close.
If I didn't know everybody was under some sort of astrolabe hypnosis.
I never used the astrolabe on the rest of the family. These are real memories Lucy made for herself after I was gone from her life.
Good family.
It's like,
excellent
is that a
balance,
good
very
thing?
Flexible.
Is it a good thing that
Not
completely without your
different
intervention,
heights,
new
not
false
like
memories have been created?
equally.
Lucy, please!
Alright, I think I missed one up here. There we are. Not seeing any memory vaults, etc. That is a dead end. In we go. Something's bubbling up beneath the surface.
Got the first tag.
Something's bubbling. The doubts. The doubts are bubbling. Hello again, doubts. I missed you. I can't deny it. I don't feel like myself when the doubts are away. I'm sure there'll be a better way to get in there. Thank you for the mystical musical madness redemption. I should expand that into a whole number. No health waiting for me in that spool. I see how it is. So let me go this way before I go that way. how would one get over there? Do I have to go across the top somehow? Underneath. That's the secret. Glad we saw that through the trees there. I probably wouldn't have checked that manhole cover, for lack of a better word. Just take any excuse I can get to say manhole. You know me. I'm so touched that I was your big plan. That makes me feel important.
You were the one who gave me the pamphlet to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp? You're the reason I became a Psychonaut?
Well, it is either you or Crazy, but you were such a nerd with those comic books.
Hey, True Psychic Tales is a graphic non-fiction periodical.
Yeah.
Some part of you
Technically,
knew you were living a lie. You sensed Raz's power. You thought he could help you.
Oh, I don't know, Crowley. I get so confused sometimes. Usually I was happy, just so intense and stretching the children.
Stretching the children.
Away from the water. Then
It was a good life.
feel so sad. And just when I was about to figure it out, everything would start to unravel. I forgot how much I hate this place.
This is it.
I've said
This
that
is
about
where
my
I
own
locked
mind
up
before.
Maligula. Behind that dam. We need to unlock it and draw Maligula out into the open. Then we'll combine our powers and direct the astrolabe to blast open a pit into the deepest part of her mind.
Why don't we just, blast Maligula?
Maligula is a part of Lucy's mind. A primitive part that
Seems like about time for a panic attack.
be able to unlock this dam together.
Let's secure this area. Ooh. I'm so sorry. Has it stopped? That is, yikes. I don't know what to do about that, and I do apologize. That makes the whole session a little bit grayer in my mind and makes me sad. But thank you for the quick warning. Alright, panic attack. So I need pyrokinesis for the doubts, but I also need time bubble for the panic attack.
We'll blast it.
Let's try to take these guys out first. I have to think about all the nice, clear audio times we've had in the last 94 minutes. There have been some. I can't let the terrible machine gun ear-screeching awfulness pollute the entire session, but so often I manage to. Let's get this out. Not in the water, boy! No! Alright.
This is a sad place.
So many potential ways to drop down into the water.
Good here.
This'll make things better.
Grab a little health. Thanks, Incline. You really saved me there.
Almost done, Lucy.
Oh, one more would have done it. Just one more. There we are.
Court is in session.
Oh, the judge has returned. I missed you, Judge.
Almost done.
Sorry, Lucy. Doing the best I can.
What? I appreciate the positivity. This enabler is not doing anybody any real good.
Come on. Let's grab one of these. Yeah. Forgot that telekinesis helps against enablers.
I need to keep Lucy there.
No,
Oh, come on. Connected to 2 points at once? What kind of enabler are you?
time to do some real damage.
Alright, give me that hammer now. You know what you've done, you naughty judge, you. Give me this. Oh, you took it away from me. Never mind.
I need to keep Lucy there if I have an else.
There. Give me this. There you go. Alright. What a shame. There. Just wasn't close enough.
As soon as you're ready from minor neuroses, we can unlock that dam and get out of here.
Minor neuroses.
There's more neuroses approaching. Alright, so now I need clairvoyance. Let's clean this up a little bit first. I don't think I'm gonna need time bubble yet.
That's all right, Lucy.
Stop kissing your biceps. We don't have time for that.
There must be something causing this bad mood around here.
There. Have your heart back. Oh, oh.
Great job, Raz. Now, open that locket, and we'll use the
Hey,
astrolabe
everybody.
to blast it.
You guys doing alright? Fun to have them all spill out in one place. No need to chase them down. Alright, anything else I'm missing back here? That's where they're standing. I don't think I can get back up there. Nothing on top of the luggage. Should be good.
This guy needs a duffel bag tag.
Alright, don't have a duffel
Some
bag.
emotional baggage now.
Do have hat box. Suitcase. Oh, don't look so scared. It's gonna be okay.
I think I hear something.
Perfect. Everyone but Duffel Bag got their sweet relief. I'm sorry, my friend. I must have missed you. I'll be back. Here we go.
It's a locket.
Ooh.
It's my sister, Marana. But.
Help me focus the astrolabe, Rasputin. Quickly!
Sister. I guess I kind of thought they were the same person if we've seen her before, so maybe they're not.
have made a mistake.
I think we made many mistakes. But now, we're gonna face them. I couldn't before. I was young, scared, and alone. But now, I'm only one of those things. Oh. We've grown.
It's just scared, I guess.
The astrolabe can make a deep enough
It's fair.
pit.
Don't worry, Ford. I'll be right here beside you.
Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be very, very many miles away behind you. And leave you to die. Okay, we need to get back in there. Ford is in imminent danger. Everybody now to the unexplained, questionable area. Let's go.
Jackpot! Bullseye!
I felt her. Maligula.
Right?
I know the identity of the mole.
That's incredible, Sasha.
Well, I had mechanical assistance, which you didn't need.
Agents, we have a security breach in the Green
do.
Needle Gulch.
And we're gonna need you out there right
She's
now.
here.
It's okay. You're safe.
Did you smelling salts me?
What happened?
That's not the best time.
You were obviously in distress, so I pulled you out.
I mean, yeah, distress, but
Is
so
that-
is Ford.
Her.
I told you he was up to something out here with his girlfriend. Maligula.
That's not his girlfriend, you little snitch. I'm his girlfriend.
Aw, Lily. Got
My
weak in the
God.
knees.
Oh yeah, funny story. That's not really Nick from the mailroom.
Looks
I
like
know
Nick.
that, but why?
It smells like
Doesn't
Nick,
matter.
but
I'll take it with me
It
when
is
I
not.
take her.
hey, Lily. I wasn't expecting to get a little regroup with everyone here. This might actually work very well in our favor, because we've been going for just over 100 minutes now, and with the level of technical difficulty we've achieved throughout, I would love to take a break here and stop tempting the fates. Maybe during our final finale section. This was finale part 1. Maybe during our final finale section we will have fewer audio issues. I will restart everything in the hope that that's the case. So, we now are a little bit deeper into Nona's mind. We're at the cusp of Maligula herself. Everyone from headquarters presumably is en route. We have most of our friends here helping us already. It is all coming together. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I'm sorry it's been such an audio nightmare. I will have to see what I can do about that. But thank you for all the warnings and for your patience. It is incredibly kind of you. I am going to go make some more delicious ginger tart and finish off the rest of my yummy dessert. And I hope that your Sunday goes well as well. Audio problems or not, always happy to be here. Thank you very much. That is so kind of you. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I love this game so very much. I cannot wait to be back. Have to go check out Nick. Saucy pose. Oh. Elijah Wood, you champion. Thank you for being in this. Alright. I will see you guys again soon. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for playing this wacky adventure. It is so close to my heart. Have an amazing day, and remember that I love you. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.